This is my dream. A herbal garden. This is gorgeous. Oh my god. I'm in paradise. And that's the house, that's the palace. Self-heal. Oh my god, it's amazing. Thistle, Scotland. And the plane. Exactly, plants from the medicine cabinet. Look at this. Hey beautiful souls, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer. Welcome to my love altar. In today's reading, we are going to work with the beautiful energies of goddess Venus-Aphrodite, and we are going to see what this Venus retrograde has in store for you, what messages of self-care, self-love, and self-appreciation the beautiful goddess Venus-Aphrodite, with whom I personally work with, has in store for you. Goddess Venus-Aphrodite is actually my chart ruler because I am a Libra ascendant, so I am ruled by Venus. I have Venus right on my rising, which tends to complicate the rest of my chart by switching the position of the houses upside down. If you guys have a Libra ascendant, you have an upside down chart, which means that the houses are exactly in the opposite signs that they naturally rule. For example, you have Aries in the 7th house when Aries naturally rules the 1st house, and vice versa. So just a small astrological tidbit to the side. I'm really happy to have you here with me today on this blessed Sunday. It is a gorgeously sunlit day after a lot of days of cloudiness and fogginess. It is the aftermath of the full moon in Gemini, squared by this Venus in Capricorn, and Venus is also at the moment conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. This energy will only be amplified in the next days as the Sun, the masculine energy, the masculine principle, the divine child as well, is entering in the sign of Capricorn as well. So if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, I highly recommend that you do, because I have a lot of PickACard readings and I update you on the astrological energies in a more quicker way than I'm able to do here on YouTube. But if you do follow me, you might have seen a post I mentioned today about Venus obscura. This basically means that Venus at the moment is in hiding. In the sky, Venus looks as if she is no longer visible for 40 days and 49 nights. 49. Maybe some of you are 49 who are watching me. Hello. So that was a very beautiful energetic interference. I'm super happy to have you here. Anyway, age is just a construct. It has nothing to do with how we feel and the things we experience. But it does tend to create a lot of really beautiful entanglements in life and the ways in which we feel young and old. And I think this wasn't a mistake. I think I haven't misspoke. I think Spirit is trying to come through and give us an indication here about age, because Saturn, the natural ruler of Capricorn, and being right now in collaboration with Venus in Capricorn, yeah, is a lot about maybe crushing on people that have a very big age gap. Maybe you like a person that is separated from you by this age difference, right? There might be 10 or 12 years in between you guys. Either way, either you're the youngest or the other person is the oldest. Saturn is also about other types of separations: class, gender, global divisions, distance divisions. This Venus retrograde is particularly interesting since it is conjunct Pluto, so it's a lot about intensity, past life karma, soul transformation. And also we're going to have a lot of things happening during this Venus retrograde. The south nodes of the moon, those karmic points, are going to switch from chatty and clever Gemini Sagittarius axis to the sensual and intense Scorpio and Taurus axis. We're going to have the final square between Saturn and Uranus right on Christmas Day. And then for New Year's Eve, Jupiter is going to move into Pisces. The sun is also going to move into Aquarius towards the end of this retrograde period, ushering in the new after we went a few steps backwards and we also kind of revalued the old, because this retrograde is a lot about redoing certain things, bringing back old recipes, old food, recycling, remaking with what we have. It could be a stoic period at the moment since a lot of people are struggling financially, and we're gonna have to make do with the resources that we have. Beauty treatments from old vintage books are preferred. Also taking old clothes and remaking them, mending broken clothes and patching them into something completely new is also favored. So I feel that in this Venus retrograde in Capricorn, conjunct Pluto for 40 days and 40 nights, we're being asked to surrender and sacrifice the new, the innovative, just for a while, just for a couple of days, a month and a week, in order to go back to the past for one last shindig. An ex could be returning, a boss could trespass certain boundaries with you, there might be this age gap difference in the crushes that you have, relationships might slow down momentarily, people might pull away that seemed promising. Don't freak out. This is the energy of this Venus retrograde, and whatever is meant to be will return once this retrograde has completed. Also, if you're a woman or you identify with feminine energy, I strongly suggest that you take a lot of time to rest. It is hibernation period in the northern hemisphere. It is winter. Please make full use of it and retreat, rest, replenish, because oh my god, the new is going to come back with a vengeance around Aquarius season next year. Okay, so now it's time for one step backward before we can be plunged into the new. Don't freak out. Surrender, give into this energy, enjoy it. It's beautiful to just sit back and observe. It's luxurious to have some time to rest. So treat yourself to these beautiful 3 things that we have in life. Some of the few free things that we still have in life, which is rest and replenishment and privacy. Okay, so I have here for you a lot of cards. Contrary to this Capricornian energy of keeping things minimal, being simplistic, not complicating the situation, for some reason I felt like giving you a lot of cards. This is because I want to give you some guiding goddesses. So I will show you some oracle cards with the goddesses that are around you, protecting you during this retrograde. I also wanted to give you some guidance and encouragement and self-love pep talk, but I want to pull some tarot cards as well. I'm going to live shuffle from our tarot and the Muse tarot to gorgeous decks that celebrate female empowerment. in order to understand what is actually this Venus retrograde bringing you. The tarot will tell me the actions and the people, while the oracle cards will empower you. And at the end, I'm also going to give you some protective goddesses to take with you during this retrograde, to pray to. And of course, you know, you always have Venus, right? I have her on display here. You can pray to her, you can work with her energy to help you manifest love, harmony, more money, increased beauty, and peace of mind, okay? She rules over all of these beautiful human experiences. So without further ado, let me introduce to you the options that I have here for you today. I have the Astral Realms Oracle cards as a choice. So for group 1, we have here the Sun Principle, Citrine, Clarity. I just thought this would be beautiful because it's a little bit dark in my room. I'm sorry. I'm going to put a filter on this. We have here the Sun Principle, and I thought it would be beautiful because the Sun is moving into Capricorn very soon. So the Sun is active during this retrograde. Men will be more active as well rather than women. So allow men to be men. Allow them to pursue. Allow them to come. We also have here Rose Quartz, Venus, Empathy for group 2. So I couldn't leave this card away. I had to pull in the Venus energy. Group 2, you might be the one drawn to that. And group 3, we also have here Emerald, Mercury, Cognizance. For some reason, this card spoke volumes to me, and I just thought, okay, let's take it. Mercury might play a really important role at the moment as the North Node in Gemini is preparing to depart, and it will leave us with a really important karmic lesson, both collectively and in our personal lives. How has communication served you this year? What is the lesson that both Jupiter in Aquarius and the North Node in Gemini, in perfect harmony with each other, is leaving you with from 2021? This has been a year of a lot of communication, a lot of mental chatter, a lot of distractions, a lot of things happening spontaneously, randomly, also a lot of accidents I've noticed. So things are being rewired in quite a furious way. But I do hope that we can extract some wisdom from 2021. And I hope that what we learned on a mental level from next year, we will be able to apply on a physical, emotional level as Jupiter switches into soft and caring Pisces. Okay. Good, so this has been a really long introduction, but I felt very called to do this reading for you today, my loves. I really hope it serves you. I really hope it comforts you. Please listen to this during the holidays if you feel alone. I'm infusing this energy with so much love, and I genuinely just want to tell you how much I appreciate you. You guys have spoiled me with so many beautiful comments, so much so many orders, so much attention, I wanted to say. Yeah. It sounded a little bit like, oh, I'm attention grabbing, but everybody loves attention, right? I mean, who doesn't bloom under an attentive gaze? Who doesn't come to life when their talents, their skills are being loved and supported and seen? So thank you for seeing me for who I am. And I'm really, truly happy that I was also able to see you too as well on a deep soul level through the realms of these readings here on YouTube, but also in our personal readings. You guys have spoiled me with so many gifts that I'm already feeling like I celebrated Christmas this week. It's been amazing. Thank you so much. I love you beyond belief. I truly, truly love you beyond belief, crew. And I'm looking forward to see how we're gonna grow and how we're gonna expand. Okay, this mushy introduction is now over. Let's move on to your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your Venus retrograde reading. I hope that you have time to stick around because this is an in-depth one. We're going to do a lot in the reading today. First of all, I'm going to begin with the tarot cards. I have here our tarot and the Muse tarot to help me understand what are the events, the people, the consequences, the themes of this Venus retrograde. Blah, I cannot speak. And then I'm going to offer you some oracle cards, messages of empowerment, what kind of attitude would serve you best in this period in order to overcome it, to have a really smooth, transformative, replenishing Venus retrograde. And at the end, I'm going to give you some goddesses as well, some protective deities to guide you in this pretty haphazard, erratic astrological energy. I really hope that you haven't skipped over the introduction. It's a little bit longish today. I do apologize for that, but I wanted to tell you a lot about the many things that are happening in the sky at the moment. It is a lot happening, guys, and it is my job to guide you, so please bear with me as I communicate these messages to you. I'm really happy to have you here with me today, my beautiful Citrine Sun crew. So you came here looking for clarity. You were drawn to the clear card out of the 3 that I have here. A card that is about optimism, divine child energy, playfulness. You either embody these characteristics at the moment, or you will during this Venus retrograde, or this is what you're looking for. We are what we are seeking. What we seek is seeking us. And I can feel as if my ears, are you listening to this with headphones? There is something stuck in your ear. Be mindful. I'm kind of getting like a sense that one of your ears is a little bit stuck. You're not hearing something. You're not listening to something. And that's why there is no clarity in your life. This is about a love situation, a romantic situation. So the Venus retrograde, I can see very clearly here, will be about a loving connection for you. This is the dominant theme, okay? I'm bringing you as much clarity as I can. It's not going to be sums of money. It's not going to be about your work situation. It's not going to be about beauty treatments, because Venus rules a variety of different things, and I'm trying to hone in and focus this reading on how this will play out specifically for you. Well, as specifically as I can in a general reading, okay? Ace of Cups, a reset in love. Let's dig deeper, okay? We have here Audrey Monsoon. If you care to Google her and find out more about this empowering female energy. The 3 of Pentacles. Okay, a connection that started through a work collaboration, or maybe studentship, apprenticeship, I'm hearing. You could have even done some sort of monetary collaboration, supported someone, advertised for someone. I'm seeing some people in a club for some reason. Okay, maybe this helps. YouTube, you could have done a collaboration on YouTube with somebody. And there is a heavy crushing happening here. A heavy crush. And the person that we have here is Octavia Butler. Again, feel free to Google these women. Feel free to find out their stories. There could be an additional message here. These people could serve as role models for you during this Venus retrograde. And it's always wonderful to learn something new, right, guys? Okay, so we have here the Empress, Nefertari. Wow. Wow, is this Venus retrograde important for you? You could be Venus dominant. You could have a rising in a Venus ruled sign like Libra or Taurus, in which case, hey, Soul Crew, we have the same placement. Or you could be a Taurus and a Libra Sun, Moon, Venus, yeah? In which case, if you're having a Venus, no, sorry, I wanted to say you're having a Venus return on a Venus retrograde, but maybe this applies for some of you who have Venus in Capricorn at the moment. So your Venus energy is amplified while also connected to deep past life karma and past life cleansing. Oh, a lot of really interesting threads are coming in. And I'm also a little bit frustrated with my hair. It feels quite abundant because I freshly washed it, but it's a little bit annoying because of that. So abundance is coming in your life, but you're annoyed with the contours of it. How am I supposed to fit in this new thing that came into my life? And this could be a new connection, but you might be at the same time working on the foundations of your business or a new opportunity. So it's like the universe is giving you everything you wanted. Fresh wind in your sails at work, but also a crush, a new love situation. Although you're kind of struggling a little bit, that's kind of what I'm picking up on. You're struggling to put your crown on. You're struggling to sit on your throne. This is what this Venus retrograde is going to change for you. Yeah, it's going to help you sit in your power without running away, without sabotaging your chances of success. You can have it all, Group 1. Oh my God, this is so empowering. Okay, let's see what the Muse Tarot has to say. Wow, and we have swans here, so long-term success, long-lasting success, eternal elegance. That's what I'm hearing as well. A connection with long-term potential for even marriage as well. Yeah, you're struggling to juggle two things at the same time. Yeah. You could have certain Scorpio placements in your chart, or this Venus retrograde, because it is conjunct Pluto, it's adding the scorpionic depth and intensity to our relationships, where we feel like, similar to how a Scorpio lives their life, because they are so intense and they give their all in everything they do, sometimes they struggle to do both work, you know, to have a really solid career and to pour energy into a deep soulmate level connection. So they tend to sacrifice one for the other, and they're always caught in between. In Romania we say ciocan și nicovalo. It's kind of like, you know, halfway between the gutter and the stars, right? In Fatboy Slim. So there is something here about, oh my God, how am I going to contain all of these blessings? Because you see, she's juggling roses. So it's beautiful what's coming your way. But at the same time, there's a fear here of living up. I'm hearing like imposter syndrome as well. It's like, do I really deserve this? Is this really happening? Is this for real? Is there a hidden catch? Let's see if there is a hidden catch. Let's give you more clarity. That's why you're here, right? Oh, it's just getting bigger and bigger and flowing, and it's just increasing. Seven of emotions, dreaminess, idealism, lots of fish in the sea. Whom can I choose? Should I give this wonderful long-term opportunity up for a life where I dedicate myself to work and just indulge in momentary romantic pleasures? Or should I just go for this huge cup that is being given my way and make something out of it, transform this into a true partnership by working on it? Three of Pentacles, putting in the effort. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Should we find out? You're gonna work for it. So I see here with the Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles, 8 when I said that. Yeah, power. You're gonna stand in your power. You're gonna be like, okay, let's do this. Love and work. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'm here to take that cup. You're gonna take the cup, you're gonna drink it. It will fill you up with such beautiful love. And you're going to find out that an alchemical process happens, where the two are not separate. Work and love don't have to be separate. The energy you have from being in a stable, committed, long-term, secure connection, where you know that person belongs to you, where you know that you can come home at night and you know that person isn't dilly-dallying with other people. You know they're not running around. You know they don't take from your energy because you need to worry about them. That kind of energy will give you so much additional energy to put into your work. The love you find at home or in a connection with this person that I see is giving you this cup is going to empower you to work more fluidly, to work quickly, to work with more like smarter rather than harder. You know, like for example, parents, when they have a child, it's such a blessing, right? And then they have to do the work of adapting their life to the child, but somehow the child kind of incurs benefits because people at work tend to see them in a nicer light. For the majority of them, I'm kind of overgeneralizing here to give you an example. I know this is not all roses for a lot of parents who struggle with parental leave, and this isn't the case in many, many different countries of the world that don't even have paid parental leave. But what I'm trying to say is that a blessing that is coming into your life, you're going to have to work the contours of how will you integrate this in your material reality. And I see that you're going to rise up to the challenge. It's a challenge. Can you grow? We are ready to put the crown on you. Will you accept it? Yeah. So this is what's happening for you. Wow, this is incredible. There is the Seven of Emotions here, which kind of makes me feel maybe overindulging in drinks to ease the stress from work. And you're finding out that this kind of lifestyle is no longer helping you, that you do need to make this commitment and come home not to a glass of wine and your pet, but come home to a partner, you know, or the partner should come home to you, whichever way you guys establish it. Because Seven of Emotions to me is always about alcohol for some reason. It's Neptune energy. but it's also dreamy. It's a card that is usually getting a pretty bad rap. We forget that 7 of emotions is about idealism, feeling dreamy, feeling like anything is possible. I feel like during this Venus retrograde, you're going to dream what you want to see happen, and then it's going to manifest. Look, exactly what I was saying. Maybe I was influencing the deck because as I was saying this, I'm trying to understand at the moment, guys, and maybe this is happening for you if you're a tarot reader, 1111 when I said that, haha, manifestation energy. I'm trying to understand whether I am, with my energy, I am influencing the tarot cards, because lately I'm preempting them. I got to such a level, I've been doing this for not for so long, but I've been doing it quite intensely this year for a number of people, a large number of people. And I think I went one level up. I flipped, not to toot my own horn, but I think that something is happening here. I'm preempting things. I'm already dreaming the cards. I'm already dreaming the spreads, and then I pull them out and it's exactly the cards that I had in my dreams. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, but I'm deciding to go with the flow and accept it. So again, I'm sharing this energy because I feel that this energy is the energy you embody at the moment. You're freaking out at something deeply beautiful, deeply magical that is happening. You're leveling up in consciousness. You're increasing your manifestation abilities, but you're at the same time, you have that fear of breaking out of the mold into which you felt very comfortable with in the past. Change is difficult for the majority of us, although change is the most constant thing in life. This is what Scorpio and Taurus, the axis of change and stability, is teaching us. How we can use our emotions to manifest something new in the material world. That is the essence of those two beautiful, intense signs. And I'm already feeling, because the nodes of the moon are going to change, you are going to have to retreat a little bit and consider the options. This is what this Venus retrograde is going to be about. Retreat, consider your options, and then I feel like you're going to emerge and take the decision to become this empress or the emperor. But I see that even if you're a man, you're going to tune into your divine feminine energy and decide to love. You're going to decide to be caring, nurturing, to take care of your partner. It's like, I want to be there for you. I want to empathize with you. Yeah. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. So yeah, sorry about that personal caveat, but I do feel that when I speak about my personal process, first of all, you guys are asking me to do this more often, so I'm trying to do that without feeling a sense of constriction or shame. But at the same time, I feel that it's because it resonates with you. I feel like I'm tapping into something of your experience that you're experiencing at the moment. Great. Repetition. Mother of all creativity. Okay, sarcasm aside, let's see what your oracle cards have to say. And I was speeding through your reading as well. Interesting. It feels like the energy is slow speeding, slow speeding, slow speeding. Yeah, because you're trying to integrate a lot in restrictive material conditions, or the conditions that you had before, which now require an expansion. It's like you have a small shop, it's becoming increasingly popular, the demand on the market is crazy for your products, so you're like, I'm gonna have to, tear down this wall and expand my shop. There's no way around it, but you're thinking, but I need to hire the builders, and I need to check the structure of this wall. Do I have the space? Do I need to rent extra space? But you're growing, instead of focusing on the nitty-gritty details of your growth, you're kind of neglecting the beautiful abundance that the universe is blessing you with. So do both. Worry about the details, obviously. Don't take crazy risks. But also enjoy it. Enjoy this process. It's like, I feel like you're in some way chosen by this energy of the retrograde. You're chosen. Spotlight is on you, group 1. So enjoy it. We all need to deserve and have our 15 minutes of fame, as Andy Warhol used to say, right? But for you, it's gonna be 40 days and 40 nights of this energy. Okay, so we have here, break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. I wanted to say rewiring. Why are my words at cross wires? You could have had some conflicts, some arguments with the people in your life. Some opinions might have been cross-wired. When wires cross, it's like instead of flowing and the energy going strongly through them, If they collaborate, they can create a new current of energy, yeah, by putting the two wires together. But if they cross, it's like the energy is going in separate directions. It's being consumed for nothing. There is no growth, yeah. So I feel that there is some rewiring happening here, some conversations where it's like you understand that the energy has been flowing in a vacuum and you're getting back in control and you're connecting it to someone. And you could be doing this physically by allowing another person into your body, right? So you're connecting on a sexual level. Yeah, you're doing it emotionally. I wanted to take a deep breath in. Let's take a deep breath in together, okay? Because I feel the tension, I feel the Aquarius. A lot of things, oh my God, you know. Let's take a deep breath in and remember that we have a body. Remember that there is value in slowing down. And the sun is coming out as I said that, yeah. Okay, so you're breaking chains. You're breaking chains from the past. You're cutting threads, karmic threads that were linking you to people from the past. You're getting some sort of completion with an ex. You're cutting an old job that is no longer working for you. You're saying no to a parent that was encroaching upon your personal boundaries. And you're opening up. It's like you're opening yourself up to something new. But it's like first you have to break the chrysalis, the barrel into which I feel you were. In Romania we have this word adospi. It's like când dospește pâine sau a luat-o pentru pâine. Sorry about this, guys. So it's like when like I'm talking to myself in Romanian in your reading. It's when the bread is kind of like the bread dough is growing and growing, you know, that process where the yeast is actually making it expand and then you can turn it into bread. I feel that this is the process, right? You're in the oven at the moment. Venus retrograde is putting you in the metaphorical oven of your becoming. There. So we have here harmony, perfect balance, yeah? Which is something that I feel the energy of how I was transmitting this message to you was lacking. So again, I feel like I need to do a lot of grounding in your reading, like come back to your center. It's exciting, it's stressful. Come back to your center, okay? This is happening, this is beautiful. Some of you could also be getting pregnant with this new partner as you're establishing this new energetic connection with them. Rhythm, oh my goodness. You actually got the most cards. I remember that when I was shuffling for your group, you got the most oracle cards. So again, the energy of abundance, a lot. You guys could have Sagittarius placements, and the fact that the North Node and the South Node of the Moon are leaving the sign of Sagittarius and Gemini, thereby no longer vacuuming you of energy. It's gonna be like a reset. It's like the fire has been kept down to the ground. Sagittarius fires have been stopped left and right. No energy, no capacity for growth in this year. Freedom has been infringed. We see what's happening in the collective. Your liberties, your capacity to grow has been stifled. Capacity to travel as well has been stifled, and it was heavy and it was difficult. But now, the fire is lighting up again. You are ready to go and do all the things that you want to do, Sagittarius energy, okay? So this is a specific message for some of you out there that have Sagittarius or maybe Jupiter in Sagittarius, something of this kind in your chart. Tune into the natural rhythm of your life. Things are gonna flow better for you. If they were jagged, like I'm feeling, you know, like now things are gonna flow, okay? Sorry guys, I'm working with energy here, so this is the only way in which I can express it for you. I feel that there is a rebirth as well in the way in which I'm communicating these messages for you, so bear with me in the process. We have here self-exploration. I feel like you could have said to a lot of people the things I'm saying to you in this reading. Bear with me, okay, I'm gonna get back to you on that, but I just don't have space in my mind, or I'm gonna park this situation for, you know, a rainy day when I can actually get up and deal with it. So I can feel the energy. I can feel how things were coming at you left and right, but it's almost like you didn't have the same energy to match it, you know? So they were either overcoming you, things were overbearing, they were like planted on top of you and they felt heavy, you know? But now you're gonna summon up the energy because this Venus retrograde is preparing you to step into this Empress role, yeah? So we have here the other card, the other oracle card, self-exploration, fairy tales and myths. You're living your own fairy tale, your story, you're crafting it, you're rewriting your story. Because we had here as well, rewriting your future. You're telling yourself a different story, one of empowerment rather than discouragement and vulnerability. You're walking out of the cave into which you have retreated and maybe the collective energies have placed you in. And now you're coming out into the light. You see this beautiful full moon through the trees. Yeah, and you're saying to the world, hey world, this is who I am. I'm a new person now. This is my story. This is what I've learned as I was in isolation, in deep solitude, healing myself. Beautiful. I'm so proud of you. So we have here as well, she who persists, Jocelyn, perspective, defiant, persistent. You persevered. You persevered, my love. And this is why you are getting this Ace of Cups. Ta-da! Some of you that are hearing this message, you have a lot of Saturn placements that have been really messing with your capacity to express yourself. You could have Sun conjunct Saturn, you could have Venus conjunct Saturn, or Moon conjunct Saturn. Your emotional, loving, and identity landscape was stifled. You had to wait, you had to endure, you had to watch other people accomplish the things you desperately wanted, but somehow the energy was never working out. Somehow people were always ending things with you. There were disappointments, there were sudden changes, random collective events that happened that just constantly put the brakes on whatever it was that you desired. But because you persevered and because you kept a modest approach, 2222, you see how her head is covered with a scarf, right? So it's almost, I feel like you kept humble throughout this whole process. You didn't allow the negativity to push you down. You didn't go to the other side, yeah? You made a pact to stay in your light. You see? Beauty. Beauty, radiance, self-esteem, strength. You projected these qualities. It's like you understood what they mean to you. You understood how to work with this energy, how to embody it, and you projected it onto the external world, the exterior. And now it's coming back to you. A mirror effect. It's coming back to you finally. This could have been a lifelong process. You guys could be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you know, and you're like, oh my God, when is it going to happen? Now. Now. The karmic threads are being cut. This Venus retrograde in Capricorn is like release. Release. You've done your job. We're setting into this astral notebook, into this astral kondika. We would say it in my language, you know, the kondika cosmica, I guess you would call it. So it's like there is a great administrator. I see Saturn as this great administrator in the skies that is having this great big book of life. And it's like, okay, you passed your test. You did what I said. You were patient for 35 years. Check. Finally, here it is. Here is your soulmate. Here is your house. Here is your career award or legacy or promotion. It's whatever you've been struggling with. It's coming. It's coming. Your soul was stripped of the ego, stripped of the devil's desires, so to say, right? Capricorn energy, the devil card. And now you're coming into this beautiful release where you feel as if you need to let go of something that you work so hard on. And it's coming back to you, paradoxically. By surrendering, you are getting exactly what you want. You see, in this card, she's taking care of the swan. She healed it back to health, and now she's painfully aware that she loves the swan. She developed a connection, but she has to release the swan. Whatever you're releasing in the spirit is coming back to you, because the swan can always come back and fly back to her. Because it will remember this person that cared. Your kindness, your compassion, your work was not at all in vain, my love. It was serving a higher purpose. And all this time, divine beings, elements in the unknown, ancestors, angels were watching. Spirit was guiding you. They were watching, and now, reward time. We also have here, I have a flower for you. So we have here false indigo. Immersion and intuition. Baptisia Australis. Some of you could be from Australia, guys. I know I've been working with a lot of people on personal readings from Australia recently. So I'm really happy to be able to connect with that really far away part of the world for me. But I love to see how our soul connection is bringing us closer together, right? Through the realm of technology and YouTube and the occult world. So we have here, when you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Khalil Gibran. And Khalil Gibran was a poet, a prophet, who if I'm not mistaken, he was a Capricorn Sun as well. So again, all these beautiful energies of this retrograde. This retrograde is so important for you. All this karma that you've been fighting to shed off, it's finally here, and it's finally putting you on this path, becoming the empress that you knew in your heart you had the worth and the value to become, but the circumstances were just not allowing you, because all had to happen in divine timing. Here is divine timing knocking on your door. It's time to open up, and it's time to step up and lead. Wow, what a reading, what a message. I feel such a sense of excitement that I hope I was able to make sense of these energies. Don't go away, because I have your guiding deities, okay? And the sun is pouring through so beautifully. Okay, so the guiding deities, wow. The goddesses that are by your side are Rabia, and her message is, she's the queen of saintly women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. You are serving spirit all throughout this period, and you were not even aware of it. Through your hardship, through the tensions, through the love that you were giving, but it was never fully reciprocated. You were serving spirit. And now spirit is going to reward you with something better than you expected. With something overwhelmingly better. We have here Rhiannon, and she is the goddess of enchantment. Yeah. You see, all this beautiful blue is turning into white. All this sadness is turning into purity. Purity of heart, purity of consciousness. And finally, that's why I was laughing, you have none other than Goddess Aphrodite. She's here blessing you with beauty. And she is number 2, union, cooperation, soulmating, romantic love. So it's so gorgeous how we began your reading with the Ace of Cups, if I can find it here, yeah. And we're wrapping it up with Goddess Venus and romantic love. And there is so much light filtering in through the room. This is why the image might have darkened a little bit. I'm really sorry about this, guys. I need to work with filters in this period due to winter sunlight. But yeah, I just want you to focus a little bit on these cards. Take them in, absorb them. Enjoy this energy. You worked so hard for it. I'm so proud of you. Something fantastic is coming your way, because karma has been paid. And the strings that were binding you to difficult people, difficult situations are now being removed during this Venus retrograde for you. So God bless group 1. I really hope this helped. I hope it brought you the clarity you were seeking and the sunlight you were seeking, literally and metaphorically, in this reading here today. I love you so much. I'm sending you on your way with so much love. Take care. Bye. Hey group 2, hey my loves, I'm so happy to have you here with me for your Venus retrograde reading. We're gonna do a lot today, so please stick around, get cozy, get comfortable. We're gonna dive deep and try to understand what this Venus retrograde period means to you, what empowering messages are coming through for you, who are the characters that might return into your life, and what are the deities that can protect you in this period. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the Rose Quartz Empathy Venus card. Thank you for being here, my loves. There is an interesting issue with the light here. I'm trying to hide from the light because there is a lot of sunlight pouring into my room right now. But I think that maybe this is an additional message for you. By the way, I'm shuffling some cards from our tarot and from the Muse Tarot. Let's see what this retrograde period is going to be for you. Are you hiding from the light? Are you trying to retreat into the shadow? Are you hiding from someone? Let's see. 6 of Pentacles, Ada Lovelace. By the way, feel free to Google the stories of these empowering women. They could serve as role models to you in this period. So 6 of Pentacles, she was a famous mathematician, actually the one that some people consider that she was the one that laid the foundations for mathematical computer-based calculations, yeah? So there is something here about wanting to retreat, wanting to be in seclusion. I feel that you're feeling materially and financially wealthy. So I don't think money is a problem for you during this Venus retrograde. But I think a person that might want your money could be a problem for you. 10 of Cups blocked. This is Wangari Mutamatai. I really hope I pronounced the name correctly. There is something here about you're not feeling safe. You're not feeling emotionally stable enough, or somebody is making you worried. Somebody's making you worried. What else do we have? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're worried you're going to lose your money. Edmonia Lewis. Interesting. You're worried you're going to lose your money. There is a lack mentality here that needs to be purged and cleansed for you during this Venus retrograde. The Wheel of Fortune. You're a person that constantly can keep manifesting more and more wealth. We have here Elizabeth I, none other, right? So 333, when I said that, no, it was 222. Why did I say 330? What is happening here? Numbers, mathematics, numerology. But it's like the energy is decreasing. Things are not what they seem. You're going from creative communication to collaboration. You're relying on the help of other people rather than trusting your own insight and intuition. Instead of going forward with a partnership, you're afraid that this partnership could take money away from you, could hurt in some way your good luck and good fortune. So you're retreating in the care of other people that are very close to you, or you're retreating by yourself, but you're relying on the advice of the other people that are somehow helping you with the administrative material side of your life. It's kind of a case of a person that I'd rather focus on work than be in a loving connection at the moment. I'd rather talk to my administrators, to my accountants, to my bank person. Yeah, and it's bothering me. It reached the point where it's really annoying me. The fact that I keep doing this, I keep wanting to be on my back. Maybe you're tired. You could have had certain back issues that you're healing at the moment. I can completely empathize. I just completed my therapeutic massage period, and oh boy, it was really difficult to get some unstuck emotions from my body through exercise, but it happened, and I managed to cleanse myself, and I managed to make myself strong again, my body strong again. So there's something here about how you process emotions. You could actually be afraid of feelings. You could feel more comfortable working and making money rather than talking to people about feelings, rather than showing emotion, being emotional, which is a common pattern for the majority of people in capitalism. We're being taught to value objects, money, the time that we spend working rather than people, feelings, emotions. But you need to know, and this retrograde is going to bring this point home to you, that you are a powerful manifester. It's like left and right, you create abundance. You make things bloom. We also have here the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. Okay guys, I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to somehow shift something in your reading, because there is something that really irritates me. There we go. Okay, I'm not gonna cut this part out because I feel it speaks volumes about what needs to happen to you during this Venus retrograde. You're gonna have to shift. You're gonna have to relocate. You are going to have to move. Something needs to happen. There we go. No longer do I need to put my nose around the light. Yeah, something needs to happen. You need to move. You need to move. If you have back pain, move. Do yoga. It's going to do you a world of good. If you are sitting on a decision with a lover, you need to move forward. Make a decision. I'm with this person or I'm not with this person. It's very boom. It's very like decisive energy coming your way. Mars energy. Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands. Quick decisions that pierce through the worries, that end your sleepless nights, your nightmares, your stiff neck. I'm also hearing this. You've been gathering a lot of things, a lot of feelings in your body. They need to be released. The card that was hiding for you, none other than the Star and Frank. So this is the end of the retrograde. This is what the retrograde will bring you. Hope. Spotlight is on you. If you move in this period, during this Venus retrograde, if you make decisions to lighten something in your diet, in your everyday routine, in the interactions that you have with other people, maybe you're doing too much, do less. Maybe you're speaking too much, speak less. You know, I feel like the energy is like pulsating, and it needs to be like reined in. Quieted down, leveled. And then you can spread, but on a deeper level. Because right now it's like a firework. And it's interesting because it feels as if you're pulling back and then fireworks. Yeah, the Ten of Cups, things flowing. Very strange energies, guys, I'm working with here, but okay, bear with me. I'm gonna give you a card from the Muse Tarot, although you have so many cards already. So I feel like you're going to be dealing with a lot of things coming your way in this Venus retrograde. But ultimately, keep in mind, this is the outcome, the Star. And it's a fated force. It's about seeing the path open in front of you. Maybe at the moment you're like, which path to go? What should I do? I'm just gonna retreat because I don't know. I have no clarity. I have no... there is nothing to help me understand how I can move forward. But moving forward in your case, and this movement that I have been doing in your reading, transmuting the energy as best as I can with my body, this movement is, yeah, and I'm scratching my crown chakra. Movement again, changing things. This movement is also within. It's about your feelings because you were drawn towards empathy. In order to move forward out of your cave or out of your shrine, your temple of material pleasures and financial security, to move forward with confidence into connections with other people in which you can trust them, you must get back into your heart and be kinder to other people. Write text messages with more hearts and kisses. I know it sounds weird, but put out this loving energy out there. Because I feel something has happened here where it's kind of like something scared you. And if you're struggling with back pain, you're shouldering too much responsibility. Somebody scared you, and now this fright is in your muscles. It needs to be worked out. So, Queen of Voices is the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. It's kind of like you're doubting a little bit your capacity to judge a situation clearly, because you cannot reach this conclusion by other means other than your heart. You have to feel. You have to feel into what you want. You have to feel into the decisions you're going to make. I have this money. This person just appeared in my life. Can I trust them with my money? Whether this is a romantic connection or a business partnership, you know better. I will pull one more card to clarify that. I think it's about love connection, to be honest, because the Page of Emotions is here. It was right on the table, right in front of me. The answer is right in front of you, but you have to feel it. It's not going to come with your mind. You've been overthinking things, yeah? So this Venus retrograde is a lot about quickly feeling your way in a situation that can make you incredibly happy if you are more generous, if you give to the other person, and if you overcome this fear that, will I have enough? Of course you will. Wheel of Fortune. But you have to like make the wheel turn again, because it's been stuck and it's been like until you kind of jam it and it's like sorry, these are the only sound effects I have at the moment. So, you know, ultimately I feel like you're going to be center stage in this connection. you will have everything you want. Your cup will overflow. But you have to be brave enough to make this decision. And sorry, I forgot to tell you the names of the women. Lyudmila Pavlichenko. And we have here Joanna of Castile. And we have here, yeah, Anne Frank, I said that. Okay, wow. Let's see your oracle cards. What are the empowering messages? And see, the light still follows me, even though I moved my position. It's like you're trying to escape. You're trying to escape a blessing. A blessing is chasing you and you're like, no! This is so beautiful, but kind of weird at the same time. Maybe you think you're afraid of change. It's like you figured out how to manifest a certain level of comfort, of financial stability, and now there is a game changer that appeared in your life, a person that could be younger than you as well. I did talk about age issues in the introduction. Please go and re-listen to that as well. It could be significant. It could be a fire sign. For some of you, this is a fire sign. I was drawn to the passionate red dress. This could be a younger Aries, a younger Sagittarius, but I feel for most of you, this will be a younger Pisces man that appears in your life. A Neptunian woman that appears in your life. She's younger. And you're like, I don't know if I can trust this. I don't know if I can trust this person. What if this person is only with me for my money? I feel this is the core of this reading. You are concerned because your logical mind is falling in love with this individual, and falling in love doesn't make sense. It's by definition illogical. And you're being a little bit afraid to be swept away by the beauty, by the sheer light of this connection. You're running away from the light, like I have been physically doing in your reading. I don't know why, but Tom and Jerry is significant here. Maybe you enjoy watching cartoons. Maybe you will watch cartoons with this person when they come and visit you. I feel that this connection is inevitable. I feel like it's divinely guided somehow. So let's see the oracle cards. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. There's so much light in your reading. I'm finding it hard to convey these messages to you. It's like, whoa, and I got so lightheaded right now. Wow, an important message is coming through. Some of you might have actually received a phone call as you were watching this reading, or a text message or an email, and it really made you happy, or it shifted something around you. Your guidance is divinely guided. Allow this process to happen. It's beautiful, even though it's unnerving because it's not helping you function from your normal modus operandi, which is a logical, mathematical, controlled mind. You are a brilliant person. I'm getting a sense that you guys are highly intelligent, but now you need to ascend. You need to go one level up. And you're not going to do it if you're not going to carry your heart with you. It's like you cannot be just a disembodied head. You have a body. You have feelings. Acknowledge them. Boundaries. Aha! So this is the key. If you are afraid that your finances will somehow be affected by your connection with this younger, either Pisces or fire sign, establish boundaries. It's in your power to say how much are you willing to invest, for how long. Quantity. Exactly, quantity, measurements. Use your logical mind to draw finely tuned boundaries in this connection. Don't just run away from this love, but rather accept it and work with it. Every day, get up in your interactions with this person. If this person messages you and they say something that kind of, for you, it doesn't feel like it's something you would like to do, tell them in a compassionate way, but leave the doorway open for the conversation to continue. So if this person says, I want to see you tonight and have sex with you, and you're like, wait, this is moving too fast, say that, I'd rather if we slowed down a little bit. I would like to get to know you. I don't know, I was thinking maybe we could go for a coffee date. So in a way, you're drawing a boundary. You're transmitting to the other person that you're not going to have sex with them when they want it. But you're leaving it open. You're asking a question. You're allowing the other person to put their input before they put more on you. There is a feeling here that you need to use your logical, mathematical mind in a very fun, lighthearted, clever way in order to establish appropriate boundaries that will create respect and admiration between you and this person, so that you have the space and the time to get to know this person before you get to know them biblically, you know. Sanctuary, connect to your inner strength. You have the strength to do this. You don't have to just throw the baby away with the bathwater. I feel that for the majority of you, this could be a pattern that you're breaking out of. Maybe you ran away, you shunned relationships, but it was like all or nothing for you. Venus conjunct Pluto. Now, Venus conjunct Pluto is saying, halt. We're seeing this pattern where you were afraid to take the step to sustain a connection because you were not trusting your capacity to establish boundaries in a compassionate, caring way. And now you're learning how to do this through this connection. Oh my God. I think this is my pile too, guys. Let's see. It reflects a lot of the things I'm going through at the moment. Self-love. Love yourself. This is what you're learning right now. I deserve love. I deserve admiration. I deserve for people to come into my life and proposition me. And I'm not just going to shrug it away and think, oh my God, how dare you have desire for me. You're going to feel like, oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful that you desire me. But let's see how we can work with this, because what I want and what you want, it's a bit cross-wired at the moment. So let's see how we can compromise on the go. Compromise as we go along. We also have here, she who resists, audace. The keywords are fearless, justified, and resistant. I keep doing this. See, the energy, again, winds of change, the energy is moving. Let me do a sound clearing. Beautiful. So the light is coming into your life whether you like it or not. And it's all a case, as with group 1, of adapting, of changing, of making space, of seeing yourself differently, of seeing the situation differently, understanding the other person, where they're coming from, and accepting that they have a lot of desire for you, not thinking that, ew, this person is awful, they don't give me commitment when I wanted it. See, so it's kind of like understanding how maybe the other person's sexual desire towards you, they want it right now and you want the commitment right now, and these two forces might come into conflict. But I feel like with audace, you're audacious, yeah? You're courageous in this period, and you're saying, you know what? I'm going to be fearless and I'm going to speak my mind, but I'm going to do it from a very compassionate place without cutting this connection. And I'm going to take a risk, and if this person doesn't like what I propose, then let's slow things down a little bit, you know? We also have here distance, divide, separation, discord. So you enforcing some of these compassionate boundaries might lead to a separation, in which case you will know that this young page of emotions was a person that was immature. They weren't supposed to stay with you. They were just supposed to teach you about these boundary setting process. If they come back, then that means that you've won self-respect as well, and also this person's heart. So in both cases, you're learning, you're growing. There's something beautiful happening here. And I have a flower for you as well, the daffodil. The daffodil is Narcissus in its Latin name, rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings, Lao Tzu. I feel that in this connection with this person, you're going over and healing a pattern that you might have experienced at the hand of a narcissistic person in the past. This could have been a parent or a person that you were in a long-term connection with that made you forget about who you are, made you forget your worth, made you work too much for the connection. And it's interesting because we have here, for their love, I wanted to say, but I don't think it was love if they treated you in that way. It was power, it was domination, it was ego. But you thought it was love. And that's what's healing. You're reshaping the way you understand love from this position of self-respect and empowerment. This is the gift of Venus retrograde. Thank you. It's like, I want to interpret the cards, but Spirit is like, no, keep going, okay? Because you need to hear these words. So we started off with the empathy card, the rose quartz, and we're ending with the daffodil, the narcissist card. This is the classical empath narcissist dynamic. not in the connection with this page. No. But this page in your life serves as a catalyst to help you heal a pattern of communication, of opening yourself up to a person. This person, they might actually be a little bit of a charmer, a Don Juan, you know, a player or playerette. This can be a person that attracts a lot of people, you know, and it's bringing up that deep fear that the partner in the past was using against you. Maybe the other person threatened you that they will go and sleep with other people if you don't do what they say. And by seeing that this person in the present has kind of the same kind of energy that they can have whomever they want, this is bringing up a deep fear in you. But I don't think that the person in the present is doing this because they want to harm you. They are not a narcissist. I'm seeing here a person with a big heart. They are just young and horny. This is the only thing. They are young and horny and they want to get it on. You know, I mean, I'm getting a sense that you guys could be older than them. And there is a feeling that you are at a stage at which you prefer peace in personal connections. You prefer sensuality, you know. If you're on the spiritual path, then you prefer the whole tantric kundalini kind of vibrations, right? When you're making love. But, and see, I'm opening my heart. Open your heart to this person because I feel you won't regret it. I feel that this person is also willing to wait for you, is willing to kind of take it's willing to make some adjustments. So if they go quiet or if the connection slows down after you have drawn these important boundaries, don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out. Allow the process to happen. Because, you know, separation, distance, right, makes the heart grow fonder. Allow this person's heart to come up and rein in a little bit their root and sacral chakra because they're overactive. Yeah. I feel like this person is that kind of prototype of a person that says, yeah, you know, I can have whatever I want and I don't care about love and I just want a lot of sex and a lot of experiences, but actually inside they're like, I just want to cuddle with you. Interesting energy. So the Venus retrograde is going to reveal to you who this person exactly is. Is it just a lesson, or is it just, you know, a connection where you needed the separation so this person can get into their feelings and not only in their desires for you, because they have a lot of desire for you. It's so obvious. Now let's see what your deities are. I'm going to try to bring the camera, okay, so that you can no longer see the slant crossing my face. But see, it's kind of like your inward landscape is being cut by the light. The light is coming in, like in that beautiful Leonard Cohen song, right? That's where the light comes in, through the cracks in us. So we have Benzai Ten, the Japanese goddess of beauty. So you are gorgeous. You are so gorgeous. And in this period, you're going to feel so wanted, so loved, so desired. I'm getting a message that for some of you, as you're in this separation from this person and waiting to see if they are a lesson or if they are just getting into their heart and into their feelings for you, understanding that they could want more with you, that they're ready for something more meaningful with you. There could be an ex that returns. Ishel, reinvention. Ishel is here to guide you through this, you see, rainbow of emotions, roller coaster of emotions. Feel your way through this. It's deeply healing for you at the moment. And you're healing your mind, you're healing your memories, you're healing the patterns, the neural patterns that were created out of fear and domination with the previous narcissistic person. If an ex from the past, if this narcissist comes back, don't worry, you're protected. You're gonna understand that you will see the connection from a completely different vantage point with the experience of this page of emotions falling in love with you, and also with the experience of the separation that you had from that narcissistic person that empowered you. Look, none other than Kalima, the mother of the universe, is here to defend you, to help you cut down a person's ego, to help you rein in your desires, get control over your lust. and thereby move the energy upwards to your heart. Or if there was too much energy in your crown chakra, because I was scratching it earlier, Kali is here to cut the head, to cut the focus of the mental in your personal life so that the energy can pour through the solar plexus and the heart chakra. I release all that doesn't serve me. It is time to be the truth of who I am. Breathe with me, okay? Wow, this is the reading that I had for you, group 2. I feel like it was a bit of a therapeutic session. I'm really sorry about the light changes if it was annoying to actually see this, but I'm just showing you how I work with the energy. I'm not ignoring it, I'm including it. These are all signs. Nothing is a coincidence. That's my firm belief in life. This is spirit speaking through us through all of these mistakes, mishaps, serendipitous events that happen. So I'm using this energy, I'm acknowledging it, and I'm super grateful for it because I hope it has given you some clarity, an important message that you needed to hear in the spirit to help you cope with the upcoming Venus retrograde. Well, the one that started today, to be honest, so we're in it already. Okay, my love, so I hope this meant something for you. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm gonna cut it short and see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, hey my loves, I'm so happy to have you here with me today for your Venus retrograde reading. Happy Venus retrograde. I hope it will be a blessed period, 40 days and 40 nights of Venus going into the underworld. This Venus retrograde is in the sign of Capricorn, conjunct Pluto. A lot of past life karma, a lot of astrological changes will happen as well. I hope you haven't skipped over the introduction. I described them in depth in the longish intro. But in the reading for you today, oh my god, I'm already feeling this energy of calm and peacefulness. Your energy is so completely different than group 1 and 2 that had a little bit of mayhem happening in their life. But I also took a longer break and I prepared the setting better for your group. By the way, this is for those of you that were drawn to the Emerald Mercury energy. The key word here is cognizance. You're very aware. You could be my spiritual group. You could be my occult practitioners, my astrologers, my tarot readers. Hey guys, I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for listening. So I am getting a sense of creature comforts. I'm getting a sense of stability. I had some chocolate. I had a chocolate break in between group 2 and your reading. So I feel that you're very much into your creature comforts, and I'm getting a sense that this Mercury retrograde, interesting. This Venus retrograde is going to bring up certain things that happened for you in the previous Mercury retrograde, which was in the sign of Libra, Venus, and it took place end of September, beginning of October this year. So there is something here that needs to be reorganized. Something that was left unsaid, something that maybe was confused during the Mercury retrograde in Libra. I'm going to be shuffling some cards from our tarot and from the Muse Tarot, empowering messages for women and feminine energy. So let's see. What events are going to take place for you during this Venus retrograde? I also have some oracle cards to empower you further and to give you a sense of ease and peace. And I have some deities, okay? So stick around until the end of the reading because I need to give you the deities so you see who's protecting you on a spiritual level during this retrograde. Look, victory. Beautiful. So let me just see so that light doesn't reflect it too much. Yeah, there we go. Victoria, Queen Victoria, right? Victory. Phenomenal. The Emperor. Wow. It's interesting because I didn't say the Emperor, I just said victory straight on. You're very planned, you're very organized, you're very planned. You're into planning at the moment. You're very stable, you're very secure, you're very grounded. I'm getting a sense that you're ending 2021 on a prosperity streak. And even if you might not have a lot of money in the bank or a lot of assets, there is a sense of confidence within you. I managed to overcome this. I managed to be victorious. There is a sense of tradition. There is a sense as if you, because the Emperor rules tradition. The Emperor takes whatever the Empress is and contains it. The Empress is nature, is the abundance of our material existence here on our beautiful earth. And the Emperor is the one that is like the caretaker, the concierge. He's like, throw at me your beautiful flora, fauna, your children, everything. And I'll organize them and I'll protect them and I'll keep them safe and I'll educate them. That's the Emperor, a civilizing force. The Emperor can be quite domineering. The Emperor can be quite stern. It wants control above anything else, but it is a beautiful blend of all of the other elements: fire, water, earth, and air. He is all the kings. And I feel right now you're in a beautiful masculine energy. Both as a man, you're stepping into your masculine power, and as a woman, you're much more into your masculine energy at the moment. I don't know why, but I felt the need to say right before I started your reading that this could be the pile that has a Venus return during this Venus retrograde. So if you have natally in your chart Venus in Capricorn, this is your Venus return on a Venus retrograde. Conjunct Pluto, the god of the underworld, the soul transformer. And very soon the Sun is going to join this group. 444, stability, new spiritual foundations. There is something that you detonated within yourself. It's like a soul transformation that now is finally coming up to the surface for other people to see it and for you to benefit from it. You cut a connection, you got a divorce, you changed jobs, you changed careers, you let go of certain addictions that were holding control over you, and now you're fully stepping into your power. It's so beautiful because group 1 got the Empress, so you got the Emperor. There is a connection here between group 1 and group 3. Counterparts. Victory. Standing in your throne. Beautiful. So you are the power that group 1 is struggling to embody. You generate it. Let's see further things. The High Priestess. Oh, I feel a lot of you are stepping up in your occult abilities. A lot of you are going to have a boost of awareness. If you are blessed with any extrasensorial capacities, so something more than just the 5 senses, if you have telepathy gifts, telekinesis, if you are clairvoyant, clairaudient, if you're able to receive information through tactile, just by touching things, yeah? In this period, you will see, you will feel, and you will be able to show other people how your powers have increased. Intuition meets planning and order. The masculine principle meets the dark, deep, divine occult. This can even be, I feel for most of you, a really powerful man that is using the occult to put spells on you so that you would bend to this person's will. I feel that some of you have fallen in love or have crushed or have started a connection with somebody that is incredibly powerful financially, physically. This could be a person that is physically well built, financially incredibly stable, wealthy, abundant. But maybe you decided to cut the connection, and now Venus retrograde is going to bring it back up, but in very subtle, mysterious ways. You could be receiving gifts randomly from this person. You could be dreaming of this person in this period. We have here the Keeper of Pentacles, and if I'm not mistaken, the Keeper is the king in this deck. Sarah Breadlove. Oh, and I forgot to say Hildegard of Bingen. Feel free to Google the stories of these empowering women. They could serve as role models for you during this Venus retrograde. So we have Hildegard of Bingen, Sarah Breedlove, and Queen Victoria. Yeah? Keeper of Pentacles. This is something that is taking its sweet time to come into being because it is coming into being with such stability. It will not go away. It will last. It will endure. The foundations that you have been working on crazy hair. The foundations that you have been working on to establish in your work, in your spiritual work, in this connection with this Emperor, are now bearing fruit. The Ten of Wands, Wu Zetian. If I'm not mistaken, this was the female emperor, the only female, the Chinese female emperor that was either the only one or the one that had the longest reign. something of that kind. So Wu Zetian, I hope I pronounced that correctly, although I doubt it, but a lot of royal energy. Are you guys my moon Leos? Are you my Leo ascendant, sun on the rising? Leo ascendant, Leo moon, Leo Venus, sun on the rising, Venus in Capricorn. Something regarding Capricorn conjunct Neptune, Capricorn moon conjunct Neptune in Capricorn, which makes you very dreamy. It softens those hard Capricornian edges. There is a sense of mastery, of empowerment of the deepest kind that is coming for you. You are so strong. I feel your energy. It's like I want to just like put my arms around you, because I know that you will be able to hold me and the energy and everything else. This is the kind of energy. You're like a rock. 10 of Wands, not giving up. You're completing a cycle of adventures, and you're grounding it into wealth, stability. This is the story of a person that has been through it all, has had many adventures, and now this is the homecoming. This is the blessed spiritual homecoming. I know where I can root, I can lay down my burdens, I can wrap up the cycle, and I can actually fructify, I can replenish, I can redensify everything that I have gathered, all of my experience. It's like the story of an adventurer that left home early on, went through a lot, became incredibly wise and powerful, and now is coming back home to build a dynasty. This is kind of the energy that I have here. Let's see. 10 of Voices, 10 of Swords. We have 2 tens. You're so close to completing a cycle where you had to put a lot of mental effort and you had to act a lot. You're completing the cycle. Whatever started with the Ace of Swords and whatever started with the Ace of Wands is now bearing its fruit. This is it, the harvest. This Venus retrograde is going to be your harvest. All of the thoughts, intentions, communication, study, reading, writing, learning that you had to take care of, reading the fine prints, going over documents, and then the actions that supported these communicative endeavors, taking action, putting in effort, putting in the work, physicality, muscle power, wands energy, fire. All of the things that you have undertaken on a mental and physical level will now solidify. Boom, this is your roots. Your roots are planted, and they're firmly planted within your soul. First of all, you're like, I know who I am. I've been through so many things. You don't get to tell me who I am. I know who I am. And you're gonna tell everybody who you are. You're not gonna allow other people to impress you or talk over you or say things that you don't like, and you just go like, okay, you know. You're like, no, this is what I want. This is who I am. This is what I'm gonna do. And if I don't like you, why are you wasting my time? This is Emperor energy, you know? It can be quite cutthroat, but in the best possible way. It's kind of like cutting through BS, cutting through webs, cobwebs, confusion. It's like, out of my way. I've got to organize. Very decisive. It's like, I feel like you guys could be receiving a home. You could be receiving an inheritance. You could be receiving a lot of gifts for the holiday season. I feel like you guys are stepping up in your profession as well. People are finally seeing your worth. Everything you have worked so steadily through. This could be articles you published, or I feel like projects you completed, objects you launched, services you provided. That care, that pastoral care as well, that you might have given to other people, it's finally coming your way. I'm getting the same, it's the same kind of energy that group 2 had a little bit. Okay, so these are your cards. So I feel that this has to do a lot with your identity. Your identity, you really, you haven't just stepped into your masculine energy, you've made it bloom. You've made it your biatch. It's like, I know what it means right now to have this strong masculine energy within myself. And I feel that as well. You're magnetizing a person with similar characteristics towards you, an Aries, a truly deeply masculine individual is coming your way. Because you're ready to handle this person. You know how to handle them right now. You're not afraid. You're not a kid anymore. Beautiful. And again, I'm having the same issue as with group 2 with the light pouring in. I'm really sorry about this, guys. So let's see. Your oracle cards are Dance with Life. Somehow, you know, I'm a light worker, but somehow the light is not really, it's too bright today. It's not really working in the favor of this reading. Either that, or I just feel like I need to accept it more. Maybe this is something you're working with as well, accepting the light. So dance, yeah, move around. Maybe this could be it. At the moment, I decided to film this reading for you guys because I felt very inspired, but it clashed a little bit with my desire to just be outside and just be in the sun and soak it all up and just be, not do, but be. And that's the other message. You're being someone. You're not just doing something to earn a living, to earn an income, to fulfill a connection. You are finally it. You're stepping into who you are authentically. And you don't even need to do things right now. You're going to find out how easily things come towards you, how you attract them, because you're so anchored into your being. You're in your center. You're fully aligned. Yeah, and I feel like I'm sitting up very straight right now. Phenomenal. You've got such a backbone. You worked so hard to get there. It's going to be so much easier from now on, okay? You've got this into your exercise. You know who you are. Your identity is shining through. Inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. At the core of your backbone, of your entire body, of your being, lies the seat of the universe. The heart, yeah? The heart, that thing that connects us and reminds us who we are, where we come from. We feel it rather than be able to logically explain it. We still don't know what is the purpose of life, why are we here, in spite of all the beautiful advances we are creating at the moment in science and spirituality, but we have yet to pierce through this final mystery. But we can feel it from time to time. We can feel why we are here, our purpose, even though we find it hard to explain it to other people or even to ourselves. You're embodying this energy right now. And this Venus retrograde is only going to amplify it. Peace. Open your heart. Again, so everything. You see so much energy around your heart. So much energy around it. You could have been very stable, very secure. Oh my God, and these cards, they look so beautiful. It's like a kingdom in the heavens. The kingdom of heavens. You see? The stars, the archway. Portal, the full moon in Gemini potentially. I'm filming this in the aftermath of the full moon in Gemini, so that might have opened your heart. I feel like you made a decision with yourself. I'm no longer going to compromise on my heart. So we have here spiritual insight, sacredness. You're receiving so many downloads right now from your team of angels, ancestors, the deities that you work with. I'm so excited to show you who your deities are in a second. But first we have She Who Creates, Shiala. There we go. Boundaryless creativity. Your imagination is going to spark up and turn into a hot air balloon in this period. Creativity, originality, spontaneity. The gift of Jupiter in Aquarius and the North Node in Gemini that are just wrapping up this month, this week actually, is going to be that you know who you are, you can express yourself. You could potentially be at the helm of your own business. That could be creative, it could be spiritual. Yeah, with the Emperor and the High Priestess. Pisces and Aries energy. You're the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Spring equinox energy. You could be born in that period as well. In which case, hey, join my team. I'm so happy to have you guys. I'm so happy to see how we mirror certain aspects of each other. Yeah, nothing is a coincidence. You're rising up to this understanding right now. You're super creative. This Venus in retrograde is going to help you understand just how creative you are, just how connected to the creator you are. And I was this close to sneezing. So blessings on their way to you. Look ahead. Yeah, wow. The antlers, the deer. more like the elk actually. We have here visionary, planning, preparation. I was distracted momentarily by the fact that my neighbor has on their window a wreath of Christmas, green and red decorations, and it was flying in the wind. So yeah, and my vision was suddenly blurred. Interesting. Maybe you could be experiencing momentary eyesight issues because your eyes are adapting to the new influx of light that is pouring in as the Earth's magnetic poles are shifting. The light has changed on Earth. Ever since we entered into the Saturn conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius energy from last Christmas, the light has considerably changed. I could feel it. It's different. We're differently aspected at the moment. So we have here planning, preparation, visionary. You're setting the foundations of your business. You're launching a business. You are reaping the rewards of a business. This would apply to some of you on a variety of different levels because it is a collective reading. But this is the energy you will embody during this Venus retrograde. I am the Emperor. I can plan, I can look ahead, I have a vision, and I'm going to bring it from the ether into the 3D. I can do it, I know I can. Even if I do it slow and steady, step by step each day. The flower that I have for you, because I want to give you all a flower, is lilac. Lilac is one of my favorite flowers and it blooms in spring, in the middle of spring. So April next year will be incredibly significant for you. And that is also, coincidentally, I think not, the period when so geeky, the period when Jupiter will conjunct Neptune. So again, boundaryless creativity. If you're starting a business right now with this Venus retrograde, it will blossom beyond belief. 2022, and I said that, your synchronicity, in April 2022. Or you will reap the rewards of the business you have started this spring. Yeah? So there is something here about business acumen, being your own boss, being a leader, helping others, guiding others on a spiritual level, healing them even. Healing them, yeah. Sorry about this, guys. I am trying to be in my Empress energy today, but it seems like the light is trying to get me to go outdoors. But I want to finish this reading for you guys. I felt really called to do it for you. So let's see. Now, we've reached the part of the reading where I'm going to show you your deities. Are you ready? So, who is guiding you in this retrograde? None other than Ariadne, okay? So she is the mistress of the labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. She fell in love with Theseus, who offered himself to kill the Minotaur, who was sacrificing each year a number of, was it 7 or 9? 7 boys and 7 girls? So young, beautiful people were sacrificed each year to the Minotaur to appease the gods. And Theseus said, this has to stop. I'm going to go into the labyrinth and I'm going to kill that a-hole. So he went to defeat the beast, half human, half bull. And Ariadne, because she loved him, she loved his courage, she gave him this red thread so that he would know the way back after he has slain the beast, and back into her arms, of course. So there's something here about Ariadne protecting you, a red thread that is between you and your twin flame, your connection, this emperor. You and your counterpart, there's a red thread that connects you and can never be broken, and it would always lead you back towards each other. This is activating right now during this Venus retrograde, so there could be a union moment, there could be a portal of energy opening up where a lot of karma is taken away from your shoulders and dumped into the universal trash bin, and you are allowed to step into Dharma, the rewards, the path clearing, your north node, your destiny, with more ease. We have here Ran, focus. So the goddess Ran, she looks like a green mermaid. If you can actually... Patience, guys, patience. Venus in Capricorn is testing our patience. At least it's testing mine in this reading. So yeah, Ran, focus. You can see her better here. It's painful for me that I'm not able to give you a good quality reading. You have no idea. My Libra Sun is like... Anyway, but my Pisces Sun, flow with it. The messages need to come out. It doesn't matter how they look like. We need to get them out to people. So, Ran, focus. Focus, right? As I was trying to trail off in these random explanations, it's really important that you keep your intention focused on what you want to see happen, not on what is going awry, right? Like, as I'm experiencing it in your reading, oh God bless. See, all of these things that are happening, all the little annoyances they carry a deep meaning inside. Once you see it, heart opening, happiness, because you're in the lesson, you're understanding the wisdom of what is happening. So focus your intent, focus your optimism, align your thoughts to your third eye intuition, to how you speak, through how you feel, through what you desire, and then take action. Yeah? So that's how you manifest. Iris, communication, and you got another goddess. So it feels like, again, I feel here with Lostre and Iris, new beginnings and communication. These are Nordic goddesses. So maybe you're Nordic and Germanic. So it could be that you are Nordic or Germanic. I know that a lot of people from Sweden and Norway are looking at my channel. Love you guys. Thank you so much. So it could be, it could be that either you come from Norway, Sweden, Germany, or your emperor is from these areas, okay? This is the person that you are connected with through this invisible red thread of karma, of past life conditioning, that is at the moment being cleansed and purified with this Venus retrograde in Capricorn conjunct Pluto. Wow, such a deep soul awakening. There could be a flash of inspiration and insight, sudden communication, a spontaneous surprise that happens, and it will take you out of the maze of your own mind, of your overthinking. So Lostre is here to usher in new beginnings. And Iris is here to bring them through the realm of communication. I see Iris as Aquarius energy. You see, she represents the realm of heavens, right? Wings. Wings are so significant. Wings were incredibly powerful yesterday in the meditations I was doing with the full moon in Gemini. They even appeared in a novel I was reading by Nora Roberts. And Nora Roberts is, she writes this really empowering romantic novels. Some people call it chick lit, but it's very derogatory to female pleasure. So she writes these empowering female novels. We need those as well, guys. Okay, let's not put them in the trash bin. They are very good. They're very fun and they make you dream. And Nora Roberts is actually a sun in Libra. And I was just reflecting on that. Myself noticed in Libra as well. Maybe you are a Libra as well. Maybe that's why I'm bringing these up. You're an air sign potentially, Aquarius, Gemini, if not Libra. Don't let people tell you what you should like. Don't let people tell you what you should be doing. You are the emperor. You know already. And you're going to manifest it to the fullest extent during this gorgeous Venus retrograde in Capricorn. I'm actually sitting like this, slanted like the Tower of Pisa, so that the light won't like pierce my face and destroy the pleasure of viewing the reading. I know that some of you guys are putting me on your television sets, which is kind of provoking a lot of performance anxiety for me to try to look as best as I can in these readings and also to try to provide you with quality content. I'm sorry if I failed at this today. I did my best. But I hope that the messages were very loud and clear and powerful, because that's the whole point of this, yeah? So thank you so much, guys. I hope this helped, and I hope to see you in my next one. God bless you. I hope you have a gorgeous Venus retrograde period. Ciao.